The first thing that popped into my head is that I guess I've been coaching and doing this a lot longer than I thought. And it doesn't seem like I am at the point where I could be receiving an award like this because I'm still coaching, I'm still teaching, but I really was honored and humbled and, like I said, very surprised. Well, there's a lot of people that I have stolen from over the years as a coach, and I think that's the best form of flattery. Some people specifically that I remember back in high school, I knew I wanted to be a teacher and a coach, and Paul Gorsuch, who was my teacher then and coach, and Brian Wines, Kim Lathwell, they were all people I talked to a lot about coaching and going into the teaching field, and I leaned on them heavily. Even when I graduated from college and I became a teacher and a coach, I would call them for advice. Later in my career, a lot of my teaching partners and assistants here at Vicksburg, Dave Smith, Rob Brown, Rob Johnson, they all influenced me in terms of X's and O's and how to deal with kids and how to teach big concepts in a limited amount of time. So from a coaching point of view, those were some people that I really learned a lot from. In terms of my family, coaching is such a demanding skill that I've put my wife and my kids through an awful lot over the years, being gone. And my wife Pam has supported me for 25 plus years of being late on Tuesday nights and gone on Friday nights. So I'd really like to thank her. And still to this day, my parents are still very supportive, and they have come to all my games, even as I've coached here toward the end of my career. So a lot of people go into making a person to coach, and those are some of the more important ones. Back in the 90s, I was the girls' varsity basketball coach, and in 1997, we had a very outstanding group of ladies on the team. We came in second in the league that year. We also won a district championship. It was the first district championship in the history of Vicksburg schools, so that was a very important moment for us. If I remember right, the final score was 22-21, and it was at home, and there was about 800 to 1,000 people in there, and it was the most exciting, low-scoring game I've ever been a part of. When I was the JV basketball coach for the boys, and it's day one of tryouts, and the gym is full of all these kids trying to make the team, Rob Brown is the varsity coach, and the drill's not going well. There's some kids that are messing up the drill, and one kid is a foreign exchange student from Brazil. Rob turns to me and says, "Hey, what's that kid's name?" And I have no clue what the kid's name is, but I say his name is Javier. And so without wasting a moment, Rob turns out there and says, "Javier, do it this way." Of course, there's no response. The kid just keeps on going, and the drill's going nowhere. So he yells again, "Javier!" The kid doesn't respond, so he stops the whole drill, runs out onto the court, and approaches this young man and says, "Javier, when I say do it this way," and the kid stops and he says, "Coach, my name is not Javier." And of course, immediately I'm over in the corner, bent over laughing, and Rob is turning to try and find me and give me the evil eye. But you know, those are a lot of the memories that stick with you, just having fun with the kids and with the coaching staff too. I think anybody who wants to get into the coaching and teaching field is doing a very important service. The nature of the job anymore is very overwhelming, I think. There's a lot of demands on coaches that didn't used to be there. Learn as much as you can from some veteran coaches around you. Learn what they do well, learn what they don't do well, and help develop your style of coaching from many different viewpoints. Always make sure you put the kids first and the wins and the championships second. You're going to have a much longer career and a lot more success in terms of impacting lives if that's the approach that you take. I'd like to thank the Wolverine Conference for this award. It means a lot to me and my family to receive this recognition. I don't have a lot of championships that I can lean back on and say is, the culmination of my career, but I'd like to think that I'm being recognized for the impact I've had on coaching kids and being a positive influence on them. So thank you very much.